Good evening and welcome to Milner, North Dakota, the site of tonight's Region 1 Class B girls volleyball matchup between the number 1 ranked Northern Cass Jaguars and the Sargent County Bulldogs. Big matchup here tonight as it is homecoming week here for Sargent County. The Bulldogs coming off of a big win last week against the Kindred Vikings, where they were able to hold on and defeat Kindred in 5. That game was played up in Kindred. As we look at both sides, we will start here first with the home team, the Sargent County Bulldogs. The Bulldogs are without head coach Jenna Anderson this evening. We're hoping for a quick recovery as assistant coaches Anna Mauk and Abigail Ogdahl are going to be splitting the head coaching duties here for the Bulldogs tonight. I had a chance to speak to both coaches before the game and some of the keys to their victory. Passing is going to be key for the Bulldogs here tonight. One of the best ways to get any good possession started is with a good pass. We're going to have senior Lily Wolf starting for the Bulldogs tonight. That has been kind of a rotating starting spot for Sargent County up to this point. So being able to pass it up for Wolf to get a good shot to set up some of those athletic hitters that the Bulldogs have is going to be a huge key. Defensively, getting to the net and being able to block some of these athletic Jaguar players is also going to be really important. Try to help out the back row, sophomore Emma Bixby, junior Elena Anderson, as well as others. Be able to help them out as much as they can. Get up, use their length. Hallie Nelson, Carly Canoon being able to block some of those plays from Northern Cass. Lastly, they got to capitalize on mistakes. Northern Cass, they're undefeated for a reason. They do not make many mistakes, but big key for the Bulldogs here tonight is any mistakes that are made, they got to capitalize on those and limit their mistakes as well. Looking at Northern Cass, they're looking to hold on to their undefeated record and their number 1 state ranking here tonight. Some of their keys to the game after talking to head coach Angie Johnson was continue playing their game, right? They understand the pressure of being ranked number 1. They're very thankful for that recognition, but need to continue to play fast and under control and hopefully use this as a way to continue to grow and get better as is their main focus here throughout the rest of this season. Northern Cass is coming off of a win last week where they were able to get a 3-set victory over the Central Cass Squirrels. So looking to continue that here tonight. As we start to get ready for the opening lineups here in Milner, we will take a quick listen down to the floor as Milner Public School Athletic Director Chris Larson, a Northern Cass graduate, will get us started with our national anthem as well as our starting lineups. You are watching on your live event. We'll be back with you in just a moment. The lineups are set. The game is just about to start. As both sides wish each other luck at the net. And we look forward to this Region 1 matchup here tonight. Right, as we wait for our opening serve, we can see for the Bulldogs starting tonight, Jamie Bope, Emma Bixby, Elena Anderson, Hallie Nelson, Anna Hoisted, and Lily Wolf back to serve to start the game for Northern Cass. Number 6, Noelle Erickson. And Erickson's serve is up to Bixby, and that'll be an ace for the senior. Great start for the Jaguars. Erickson's serve is up, and that is another ace. Good start here for Erickson, being able to get the serve to the back row and unable to be handled by the Bulldogs. Anderson to Hoisted, out to Nelson. And didn't get much on it, but that's going to be a opening point here for the Bulldogs. This is 2-1 Northern Cass. Hoisted's serve is up. Jensen. Good effort there by Wolf. Good play out of the net by Erickson, but Austin unable to get to that one as we are tied here at 2. All right, all of that was the good hustle there from the senior Lily Wolf, getting the start tonight for the Bulldogs as Anna Hoisted's serve is up. And Nelson maybe a little eager to get a big swing on that one. As we have Abby Erickson coming in for the Bulldogs back to serve. Number 7, Josie Jensen. Erickson to Wolf, to Nelson. Good hit there. Good dig out by Austin. Unable to get to that one is Hallie Nelson. Coming in for the Bulldogs, the freshman, Tess Gelbert. Gelbert's serve is up. Anderson. And that's an ace for Northern Cass, the third one that they have up to this point. And that serve just a little deep, almost played there by Anderson. Good decision to let that one go as Leilani Ringer comes in for the Bulldogs. She will serve as she comes in for Jamie Bope. Leilani Ringer's serve, and that's an ace for the senior. Oh, good block there by Lucas. And Anderson able to get a good hit on that one as Ellie Lucas with the tip. Ringer gets that one over. Oh, good effort there by Bixby, able to get to that push attempt. As Crockett, Hallie Crockett with the big hit there for Northern Cass. As Jamie Bope comes back in for the Bulldogs, 6-4 Northern Cass. As Ellie Lucas set to serve. Erickson gets that. Wolf out to Anderson. Big block there. It looked like that might have been Jocelyn Austin who was able to get her hands on that one. Big block for Northern Cass as Ellie Lucas will continue to serve. Erickson, Nelson, and that falls on the Bulldogs side. As both Wolf and Nelson went for that one, unable to have anyone get the hit that they started with. Bixby with the back row hit, and that's a kill. Nelson serve, Kadoon, big hit there, and that's a kill for the freshman. Carly Kadoon just coming into the game, making an impact here early for Sargent County as Hallie Nelson is back to serve, and Nelson's serve is back to Crockett. Austin with the push there. Wolf gets that out to Anderson. And the block from Sand and Austin is out of bounds as Sargent County gets back to just a 1-point game. Nelson serve. Erickson, good hit there by Elise Sand. Kadoon tries to push that one over and is unsuccessful. Coming in for the Jaguars, number 3, Addie Rust, and number 4, Hayden Crockett. And number 7, Josie Jensen coming back in for Northern Cass. As Addie Rush serves, Jamie Bope to Wolf. Kadoon able to get her hands on that one. Jensen unable to get that over. Side out Bulldogs. Sadie Newstall and Amber Caird coming in for Sargent County as Abby Erickson and Lily Wolf take a seat. Sadie Newstall will go back and serve for the Bulldogs. Hayden Crockett's hit is dug out by Bixby. Anderson with the tip. Good pass there, Hayden Crockett. Another good hit there, dug out by Bope. Anderson, big hit there. Josie Jensen, good play as Hallie Crockett goes with the push. And Emma Bixby unable to keep that ball in play for the Bulldogs as Lily Wolf comes back in for Sadie Newstall. 10-8 here early on. Northern Cass leading the Bulldogs. Hallie Crockett's serve is up. Wolf gets that to Kadoon. Kadoon unable to get that one over for the Bulldogs as Hallie Crockett's serve is up. Wolf out to Care. And big block there by Jocelyn Austin as they're calling in the net there on Care. Anyway, Jocelyn Austin with another big block, having a big play here at the net early on for the Jaguars as Bixby gets that to Care. Another block there by Austin and Jensen as the tip attempt there from Kadoon is no good. Northern Cass pulls ahead 13-8 as Crockett. Big block there from Josie Jensen. And there's an ace for Northern Cass as Coach Abigail Ogdahl calls a timeout here for the Bulldogs is 15-8 here in set number 1. Sargent County trails Northern Cass 15-8.
If you want help from a firm that has integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community, look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, Natick, Page, and Castleton. Or view our website, www.onsteadlaw.com.
Northern Cass continuing to extend their lead as they are now up 16-8 against the Bulldogs. Looks like Hayden Crockett might have gotten a tip on that last possession there that the Bulldogs had, and the hit attempt there is out of bounds for the Bulldogs. Anderson, that's tipped there by Jensen as Kerr able to get that over Austin's outstretched hands. As Hayden Crockett gets that over. Wolf up to Kadoon. Kadoon able to find a spot there on that Jaguar side. Side out, much needed side out. As I believe that was close to a 7 or 8-0 run there by the Jaguars. As Elena Anderson able to get the ace there. The serve attempt there from Katie Evenson is in the net, side out for the Bulldogs as Emma Bixby back to serve for Sargent County. Oh, good hustle there from Hayden Crockett. Addie Rust able to get that over. Wall sets this one up for Bope, who is able to get that one over the net, unable to be dug out there by Ellie Lucas. As the Bulldogs looking to Addie Russ gets this out to Ellie Lucas. Emma Bixby there. Waltz up to Nelson. Big hit there from Hallie Nelson, able to get this back to just a 4-score game. Austin, good hit there from the junior Ellie Lucas as Northern Cass takes a 19-14 lead. Noel Erickson back to serve for Northern Cass. Up Anderson to Hoisted to Bope. A dig there by Erickson. This one's out to Ellie Lucas. Tipped over there, Wolf. Up to Hoisted. Hoisted's push, Erickson. Crockett, Lucas again. And a tip at the net, but that falls for the Jaguars as they are inching closer here as we near the end of set number 1. Bixby to Hoisted. Wants to Bope as Bulb's able to get that over. Austin. There's Bulb's hit there, and that's blocked, but deflected out of bounds. 2015 side out for the Bulldogs. Anna Hoisted coming back. Hoisted's serve is over, set up for Jensen and Josie Jensen. And after a nice kill there from Jensen, we're going to have Tess Gelbert coming back in to serve for Northern Cass. Erickson to Wolf, up to Nelson. And didn't look like Hallie Nelson was able to get the timing she needed on that attempt. Gelbert serves up, handled by Anderson. Wolf to Nelson, and big block there by Elise Sand. And Hallie Crockett able to get the point there for the Jaguars, as they are just 2 away now from taking an opening set victory. Anderson. Good tip there by Elise Sand. Nelson to Erickson, unable to get that over, as we are at set point here in the opening set, as Tess Gelbert looking to finish this one off for Northern Cass. Bixby, and big hit there by Hallie Crockett, as Northern Cass able to win the opening set here, 25-15. We'll take a quick break here in between sets. We will be right back from Milner, North Dakota. You are watching Region 1 Class B Girls Volleyball on your live event.
As an American Family Agent, I look out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Chris Heisey. Visit me online at chrisheisey.com. These days, everyone wants to save money. I can show you how easy it is by having multiple policies. By combining your auto and homeowner's insurance, I can put some change back into your pocket. My website again is chrisheisey.com. I want to be your American Family Agent.
American Family Insurance.
I'm starting off on some smaller projects to get me worked up to some of the bigger things built around here.
The atmosphere in the shop is very, very team-based, which is great.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
Set number 2 just about to begin here in Milner, as Northern Cass was able to win an opening set. As we enter spooky season, make sure that you check out the Lost in the Valley Corn Maze and Pumpkin Patch, located up in Fargo at the Red River Valley Fairgrounds. That is going on Fridays through Sundays until October 30th. There's a lot of fun for kids, teens, adults, parents, grandparents, anyone. They have a straw bale maze, pumpkin bowling, cornhole, and more. Tickets are available at redrivervalleyfair.com. Make sure to check out their website and social media pages for updates regarding special events and weather. $10 admission per person, 2 and under are free, as the Valley Corn Maze and Pumpkin Patch located at the Red River Valley Fairgrounds. As Emma Bixby will get us started with her serve here. And opening serve from Bixby is outside out for Northern Cass. Looks like we're going to be starting the same way for both squads. As Noel Eriksson's serve is up, not handled well by the Bulldogs. Good serve there from Eriksson. Hoisted gets that out to Nelson. Big block there. Ellie Lucas and Elise Sand in on the block attempt. Right, the play at the net has been dominated so far by Northern Cass. As another block there. Looks like that one was blocked by Elise Sand, but deflected out of bounds. Side out Bulldogs. Anna Hoisted back for Sargent County. Crockett to Eriksson. This is out to Sand. Good play there is Nelson. Deflected at the net. It looks like we have maybe an inadvertent whistle called here by our official. So that inadvertent whistle will result with a serve by Hoisted. No points awarded there by either side. Northern Cass unable to capitalize on that inadvertent whistle as they do lose the point. As Hoisted, Crockett, Eriksson, Josie Jensen. That was hammered but dug out by Emma Bixby, unable to be handled by Northern Cass. It was a huge hit by Jensen, but Bixby with a good play as Ellie Lucas goes with the tip. Anderson, Newstall. This one's out to Bolt. But Lucas able to get another block for the Jaguars as Tess Gelbert comes in to serve for the Jaguars. Coming in for the Bulldogs, Abby Eriksson. Eriksson, Bixby. Good tip there by, looks like Ellie Lucas is the one who is able to get to that one for the Jaguars. Bixby, Newstall, Nelson, big block there. And unable to get to that one is the Bulldogs. Tip there by Elise Sand, and that is deflected out of bounds as Josie Jensen comes back in. Leilani Ringer back for the Bulldogs serving here. Jocelyn Austin, Eriksson to Elise Sand. Good play there by Ringer to get to that one. Nelson has to get that over the long stretch arms. Ellie Lucas. Good play out of the net there by Newstall. Able to get that over is Anderson. And that falls in favor of Sargent County. Good hustle, good play there out of the net by Sadie Newstall, able to get the Bulldogs that point. Elise Sand with the big hit there. And like we might have a question here on what the call is, as our officials will meet. And they're calling in the net. I believe that might have been on number 15, Elise Sand. As we're knotted up at 6 here in set number 2. Ringer's serve. Dug up by Jensen. Eriksson out to Hallie Crockett. Blocked there by Nelson, but that is deflected out of bounds as Jamie Bope comes back in for the Bulldogs. Ellie Lucas serve. Bixby, Erickson. Bixby again able to get that one over. Erickson to Hallie Crockett. Hits that one into the net side out. Bulldogs. Carly Cadoon coming back in, as well as Katie Evenson for the Jaguars. Hallie Nelson serve. Jensen. This is to Austin, as Jocelyn Austin able to just sneak that one in and keep that in play for the kill there. As we have Addie Rust and Hayden Crockett coming in for Northern Cass. Addie Rust will go back to serve. Bixby to Newstall. Cadoon. Evenson to Jensen. Good hit there from the back row is Josie Jensen. Elena Anderson with the kill there for the Bulldogs. Amber Kerr coming in for Sargent County. Sadie Newstall's serve is up. And Carly Cadoon able to get the kill, as Katie Evenson was not able to handle that serve and kind of set that up perfectly for Carly Cadoon to hammer it home, as Sadie Newstall's serve is just a little long. Hallie Crockett serving for the Jaguars. You remember back in set one, she was able to really get a run going with her serves, as Josie Jensen with the hit there. Hey, Katie Evenson coming back in. Looks like that was Ellie Lucas who took a seat for the Jaguars. Good play out of the net there by Newstall. Anderson able to get that over and in play. Jocelyn Austin able to get that one to land just in front of Bixby there in the back row. Bixby lets that one go. Side out Bulldogs, 11-10. Northern Cass leads here in set number 2. Evenson able to get that over for Northern Cass. This one's set up for Jamie Bope, and the lefty able to keep that one in play and tie it up for the Bulldogs at 11. The ball may have disappeared here for a second, but we've got it back, and we're ready to go. Elena Anderson's serve is up. Hallie Crockett, that's Addie Rust, and Jocelyn Austin with the tip, but hammered by Josie Jensen. Emma Bixby unable to keep that in play, as Ellie Lucas comes back into the game for Northern Cass. Katie Evenson, the senior, back to serve. It's Bixby to Newstall. This one's to Cadoon, and watch out over there as the hit attempt from Cadoon just about took out the, I believe that's the Northern Cass film camera that they have set up over there, as Bixby gets it to Newstall, to Cadoon, and seems like they're paying better attention this time, as similar hit, just a little long. Katie Evenson serve. Emma Bixby to Sadie Newstall. This one's out to Jamie Bope. Big block there by Josie Jensen, and unable to be handled by the Bulldogs. 15-11 here. Northern Cass on a 4-0 scoring run here in set number 2. Anderson to Newstall, to Bope, Crockett, Rust. This is to Hayden Crockett, and unable to get that over. Good effort there by Jamie Bope and Sadie Newsell. We have a timeout called here by the Bulldogs. Northern Cass leading 16-11. You're watching on yourliveevent.com.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
16-11, Northern Cass leads. Giddy Evenson serve is up. Newstole gets this to Care. And tipped there by Addie Russ. Side out for the Bulldogs. Just a couple of quick updates from around Region 1. Central Cass is currently leading against the Lisbon Broncos 2-0. Maple River able to sneak out a win against the Richland Colts 25-23 as they take a 1-0 lead. Emma Bixby serve, tipped there by Jocelyn Austin. Good hit there by Ellie Lucas. Hallie Nelson blocked there from Josie Jensen. Josie Jensen definitely leaving her mark on this match here as we start to inch closer to the end of set number 2. Noel Erickson's serve is up, handled by Anderson. This is hoisted out to Hallie Nelson. Jocelyn Austin digs that out, set up by Erickson. Josie Jensen. Little hit there by Bope. And Josie Jensen able to block that from over the net. Bope to Newstole. And maybe some miscommunication there as Newstole and Hoisted bump into one another. Erickson's serve, handled by Anderson. Bope to Nelson. Nelson, good hit there. Erickson able to get to it, pushed over by Ellie Lucas. Newstole to Hoisted, blocked there by Josie Jensen. Once again for the Jaguars, 20-13. Hoisted gets that over. Jocelyn Austin. This is Erickson to Elise Sand, unable to hit that over as that attempt goes into the net. Side out for the Bulldogs. Hoisted serve. Hallie Crockett. Oh, good attempt there by Noel Erickson to try and play that one out of the net. Hoisted with the ace. Jocelyn Austin just past her outstretched arms as Anna Hoisted able to get a point here for the Bulldogs. Josie Jensen, good hustle there by Erickson. Hallie Crockett gets that over. Anderson to Newstole. This one's out to Bope. Big block there by Elise Sand, but that is deflected into the net. And another point for the Bulldogs. They start to chip away at the Jaguar lead. It's now 22-17. Hoisted's serve is ruled in play, and that is another ace for the senior Anna Hoisted. As Hoisted's been able to go on a little bit of a run here for Sargent County. Austin to Erickson. Hit there by Jensen, blocked by Nelson, and that falls. As it is now just a 1-point lead for Northern Cass. Sargent County looking to erase what was a large deficit. Hallie Crockett to Erickson, and Sand unable to handle that one as the Bulldogs have come screaming back to force a timeout by head coach Angie Johnson. We are all tied up here at 20 apiece in set 2. Northern Cass looking to control this match with a decisive 2-0 lead. Sargent County looking to push this into an extra set. Just a quick little timeout there from Northern Cass, just hoping to slow the momentum just slightly, get her girls back in focus as Hoysten will continue to serve here for the Bulldogs. Jensen, that's over. Bope, this is back to Bope again with the point as Sargent County takes the lead here late in set number 2. Crockett, this is Newstall. Hallie Nelson, Austin over for the Jaguars. Ellie Lucas, big hit there, and that falls just between Hoisted and Bixby as it is a side out for Northern Cass, a much needed side out, as that was, I believe, about a 7 to 8 point run by the Bulldogs to be able to climb back into this second set. Back in set number 1, it was Northern Cass who went on a large run, able to extend their lead, as that play there by Hallie Nelson falls for the Bulldogs. Leilani Ringer coming in for Jamie Bope. And Josie Jensen coming back in for Northern Cass. Crockett, played at the net by Nelson. Good hustle there by Elise Sand. Newstall out to Anderson, and that falls as the Bulldogs, from a large deficit to now knocking on the door of a second set victory as Leilani Ringer. We have a timeout called. Looks like that might have been slightly delayed, but we have a timeout called here by Northern Cass. The Sargent County leads 23-21.
Hillsborough Drug and Gift, your community Health Mart pharmacy, is bringing you savings on your healthcare needs, like this great special on Health Mart B12 vitamins. A 60-count pack of tablets, buy one, get one for just $6.69. Health Mart melatonin 60-count tablets of quick dissolve or prolonged release, $8.99 each. Health Mart one daily men's or women's 50 plus, $5.49. And Health Mart loratadine non-drowsy tablets, $6.99. Hillsborough Drug and Gift and Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
23-21, Sargent County leading here as Ringer's serve is up. That's out to Ellie Lucas with the tip there. Hallie Nelson gets that up to Elena Anderson. Good hustle there by Austin. And Ellie Lucas unable to get that over as we're at set point here in set number 2. Austin to Erickson as Hallie Crockett, and that tip there just goes out of bounds. Would have been a huge set victory for the Bulldogs as they still hold on to set point here as Ellie Lucas is back for the Jaguars. Her serve is up. Erickson tipped over by Hallie Crockett there. Maybe some miscommunication as that is out from Anderson. Northern Cass looking to knot it up here as we're still on set point for Sargent County. Lucas. Bope to Newstol to Nelson. And Hallie Nelson with the hammer, able to get the set 2 victory for the Bulldogs as Sargent County has made a huge comeback here in set number 2, able to squeak away a victory as they have tied it up at 1 set apiece. We'll step away for a quick break. You were watching Region 1 Class B Volleyball on your live event.
The Kindred Vikings Booster Club is an organization of parents and community members that supports and encourages the advancement to kindred athletic programs, focusing on wholesome school spirit, promoting good sportsmanship, and developing high ideals of character. For more information, or if you'd like to be part of the Kindred Vikings Booster Club, send an email to kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. That's kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Vikings!
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency that provides protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
Set number 3 just about to begin here in Milner as the Sargent County Bulldogs able to make a huge comeback there in set number 2, able to get the victory over Northern Cass. Saw some solid play from Anna Hoyston. They're able to really get the Bulldogs back into it with when she was back serving. Northern Cass just looking to refocus here. Hey, one of the focuses that Coach Angie Johnson had was, hey, need to play their game. You can see they kind of started to make some mistakes. Sargent County was able to capitalize off of those. As Northern Cass back to serve. Bope to Hoysted. This is out to Nelson, and good dig there by Jocelyn Austin as Hallie Crockett able to get that over for the Jaguars. Newstall gets that out to Bope. Austin. This is Erickson. Tipped over by Elise Sand, who's able to get that to fall for Northern Cass. Bope to Hoysted. This is Bope there. Austin, good hit there from the back row. Josie Jensen. Seems like that was a name that I've not been able to call since early on in set number 2. Jensen has had a solid match up to this point. Northern Cass looking to keep her involved as Hallie Nelson didn't get much on that one, but able to get that over the block attempt by Lucas and Sand as we have a side out and a hoisted back for the Bulldogs. Good hustle there by Sand as Austin able to get that over. Out to Bope there. Crockett gets the set up for Lucas. Bope meets Lucas at the net, and Ellie Lucas is called for being in the net there. Jensen to Erickson. This is Elise Sand. Good play there by Anderson, keeping that up in play as Nelson gets that over. Set this up for Elise Sand, who her tip is out of bounds. Bulldogs with the point there. Bixby to Newstall. This is Hallie Nelson. Just a bit much there from Hallie Nelson's. We got some substitutions here. Abby Erickson coming in for the Bulldogs. Tess Gelbert coming in for the Jaguars. Erickson, Nelson, that goes over as Ellie Lucas and that attempt there by Hallie Nelson is out of bounds as Northern Cass able to claim the lead here early on. Another score update. We have a final between the Lisbon Broncos and Central Cass Squirrels, as Central Cass was able to win in 3 against the Broncos. That serve is mishandled by the Bulldogs, 6-3 Northern Cass. Gelbert's serve handled by Anderson. This is to Nelson. Good block there by Sand and Crockett. Bope able to get that just past the block attempt. Ellie Lucas able to get that one over and in play. And once again, Hallie Nelson just a little too much on that attempt. Gelbert's serve is outside out for the Bulldogs, as Jensen comes back in and Leilani Ringer will give Jamie Pope a spell. Good serve there by Ringer, as this is to Hallie Crockett. Ooh, good thing they're paying attention over there in the Bulldog student section. Ringer's serve. There's Austin there. Nelson! Hallie Nelson able to get that one to stay in play for a kill for the junior. Ringer's serve was out, and she will take a seat as Jamie Pope comes back in. Ellie Lucas. Lucas's serve. Erickson, good pass there from Erickson. Nelson. Good play there by Elise Sand, able to get that over. Lena Anderson, that is tipped by the Jaguars, but deflected out of bounds. Katie Evenson coming in for Northern Cass. Carly Cadoon for the Bulldogs. Hallie Nelson back to serve. Jensen is going to be Hallie Crockett, tipped there by Cadoon and deflected out of bounds. Coming in is Hayden Crockett and Addie Rust, who will go back to serve. Jamie Pope unable to get to that one, as that will be an ace for the junior Addie Rust. Erickson just a little much there, tipped by Hayden Crockett. Tipped again by Hayden Crockett. Anderson just too deep there. Rush serve. And that's another ace for Addie Rust. Boat to Newstel. This is up for Kadoon. And Kadoon saying that one hit the top of the net, was not tipped by the Jaguars. So that'll be a point for Northern Cass here as Addie Russ will continue to serve for Northern Cass. Kadoon, this is to Anderson. Anderson tips that one over. Russ gets that to Hallie Crockett. Good hustle there by Bixby, able to get that over. As able to control it is the Bulldogs, tipped over by Anderson. Russ gets that set up for Hallie Crockett. Big hit there by Crockett, dug out by Bope. Kadoon unable to tip that pass and keep it in play. As Northern Cass able to hold on to that point as Addie Russ serve is handled. Anderson deflected out by Hayden Crockett. Side out for the Bulldogs. 14-8 as Amber Kerr comes in for Erickson. Sadie Newstel will serve for Sargent County. Jensen to Russ. This is Hallie Crockett unable to get that over for Northern Cass. And there's an ace for the Bulldogs. Sadie Newstel. Katie Evenson unable to handle that one for the Jaguars. Newstel serve. Kadoon, good play there by Evenson. Hallie Crockett with the hit there and the kill for the Jaguars. 15-10 Northern Cass. Anderson unable to get that serve receive. Bixby, this is Kadoon to Kerr, block by Jensen. Newstel out to Anderson, just too much there from Elena Anderson. 17-10 Northern Cass definitely getting back to playing their game here in set number 3 after giving up a large lead as Josie Jensen able to get the tip and hit there. Good play there by Evenson as the Bulldogs handle this one, and miscommunication there between Kadoon and Anderson as we have a timeout from Sargent County. Northern Cass leads here 18-10.
Fact. High schools need every sports official they can find. Want to ensure that kids keep playing? Become an official and a leader. Over 25,000 North Dakota student athletes participate in statewide school-sponsored sports programs. Sports provide students with real-time training for real life. Teamwork and planning under pressure provide our young men and women with skills that will serve them throughout their lives. Without officials, high school sports wouldn't exist. It may be more
18-10 here in Milner, North Dakota as the number 1 ranked Northern Cass Jaguars leading here in set number 3. We are tied at 1 set apiece. Amber Kerr's hit attempt there handled by Hallie Crockett. Hayden Crockett's hit. Bixby and unable to really set up Anderson well. As is now 19-10. Hallie Crockett, her serve, just a little too deep. Elena Anderson will serve for the Bulldogs. Hallie Crockett, Addie Russ, Josie Jensen. After going quiet there towards the end of set number 2, Jensen having a solid third set here as Northern Cass leads 20-11. And not an ace, but a good serve there by Katie Evenson as Northern Cass looking to close this one out. As Evenson serve. Anderson to Newstall. Just Bope there with the tip. That was close to a lift there by Bope. Newstall gets this to Kerr. And Kerr in the net. Be a point for Northern Cass. Tried to tiptoe away from it, unable to hold her momentum back. As Evenson serves once again for the Jaguars. Bixby to Newstall. This is Kadoon. And blocked there by Northern Cass. Bolt, Newstall. And we have a set point here for Northern Cass. As Katie Evenson's serve is up. Bope. Newstall able to get to that one. Jensen able to force a double hit there from Anderson as Northern Cass able to come back here in set number 3 and take a commanding 25-11 victory as they lead now 2-1. Set number 4 just about to begin here in Milner. You are watching Region 1 Class B Volleyball on your live event.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relations, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online at northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Northern Cass leading 2-1, set number 4 just about to start here as the Bulldogs, Emma Bixby, will serve here. Bulldogs looking to force a game 5, but Josie Jensen, her hit attempt is just out of play. Tess Gelbert coming in to serve. Josie Jensen will take a quick breather here. And a hoisted serve was handled by Austin, but Hallie Nelson able to get that one to fall for the Bulldogs. Hallie Crockett. Crockett with the rocket. Unable to be handled there by Elena Anderson, as that is a side out for the Jaguars. Ellie Lucas back to serve. Bixby to Newstall. Anderson, good hit there from Anderson. This is to Austin. Austin able to get a good hit, but handled by the Bulldogs. Blocked there, but just out of play. Good effort there by the Bulldogs, just keeping that one up and in play, but that block attempt just deflects out of bounds. Ellie Lucas. It's that to back row. Ericsson's handled. Nelson gets that over. Jocelyn Austin, tip there, and that's a kill for the senior, Jocelyn Austin. Erickson to Newstall. Good play there by Bope, able to get to that one. Hallie Crockett gets that over. Nelson mistimes that. Jump 5-3 here early on in set number 4. Anderson, and that's tipped by Elise Sand. Good play there by Sand, being able to time her jump there. Bope. Lucas. This is Elise Sand again with the push tip. Bope. This is to Hallie Crockett. And again, Hallie Crockett able to hammer that one towards the opposite corner, unable to be handled by the back row there of the Bulldogs. Erickson, Newstall, Bixby, just a bit much there from Emma Bixby. Side out Bulldogs as Ellie Lucas. Her serve is out. We have Bella Furter coming in here to serve for the Bulldogs as Jamie Bope takes a seat. Katie Evenson got that over. Good effort there, but unable to be tracked down by the Bulldogs. Hayden Crockett and Addie Rust coming in. Addie Rust did a good job in set number 3, having 2 aces and pretty well-placed serves. Difficult for the Bulldogs to track, able to really get that lead up and going for Jaguars in the 3rd set. Jocelyn Austin, big hit there, kept in play. Hallie Crockett tipped there by the Bulldogs, but unable to be handled there. Addie Rust, the junior for Northern Cass. Her serve is up. Bixby, who Newstall to Nelson. And Hallie Nelson hits that one just in front of Addie Rust, as she will go back and serve now here for the Bulldogs. And that's an ace for Nelson. Nelson's serve is up. And Kadoon must have gotten a tip on that first one. Good job by Northern Cass, able to keep that one up in play. Hayden Crockett. Miscommunication maybe there between Anderson and Bope as that falls on the side of the Bulldogs. Hallie Crockett serve. Bope to Newstall to Kadoon. Crockett to Lucas. Up for Anderson. Big hit there. And that's a kill for Elena Anderson as Amber Kerr comes back in for Sargent County. Sadie Newstall will be serving for the Bulldogs. Lucas to Rust to Austin. Good dig there by Bixby as Kadoon unable to get that over the block attempt of Josie Jensen. The 6'3" junior causing all sorts of problems at the net for the Bulldogs in this one as Austin's serve handled by Anderson. And Anderson punches that one over. Hallie to Hayden Crockett, and Hayden Crockett with the kill for Northern Cass. Sisterly connection there from the Crockett's. Bixby, Newstall, Kadoon, and that attempt is in the net. Northern Cass leads here 13-8. Bixby, Newstall, Kadoon, blocked there again by Josie Jensen. Bixby, Newstall, Bixby again. And we're going to have a timeout as Northern Cass leads 15-8, looking to end this one in 4. You're watching your live event from Milner. We are here for Sargent County's homecoming. Just a quick look ahead for both squads. The Bulldogs will be going on the road as they travel to play the Richland Colts next week, and that's going to be starting a long road of away games for the Bulldogs, as they are not going to have another home match until October 20th. Looking ahead for Northern Cass, they will have their game next Monday as they host the Burrows, Hillsborough Central Valley. Anderson, handled there by Addie Rust. Hayden Crockett tips that over. Good play there by Bope. Kadoon able to get that one over the block attempt is Jensen. Josie Jensen just taking over here in set number 4. Ellie Lucas, and just over Newstall in front of Bixby. Just another update from around the region. Maple River is currently leading the Richland Colts 2-1. Richland able to push that to a 4th set, as in the 4th set here, the Bulldogs able to get a side out there. Lena Anderson back for the Bulldogs as Austin unable to keep that one in play is Hayden Crockett as Anderson Some substitutions now for Northern Cass as Noel Erickson and Elise Sand come back in. The two seniors coming back in for this Jaguar squad as Bope gets that over, dug out by Austin. Set up there to Ellie Lucas, and that one is just in play. 19-10 here, Northern Cass. And that's an ace for the senior, Noel Erickson. Able to get that one to land just in front of Elena Anderson as we're getting close to the end here of set number 4 is Carly Canoon. Hallie Nelson and Anna Hoysted coming back in. Emma Bixby will serve off of that kill there by Carly Canoon. Bixby serve up. Hits the net, but just gets over Ellie Lucas. Big hit there. Newstall. Good play there by Bope over by Hoysted and Josie Jensen. For one of the few times here tonight, looks like she just got a little ahead of herself there as that goes into the net. Bixby. Austin gets that up. Ellie Lucas with the tip. Newstall. Bope. Good push there from Hallie Crockett as the Bulldogs are back in control and block. Good play there by Jensen. Quick reactions. Able to keep that up and in play. Tipped at the net by Sand. Jensen. And that tipped off the top of the net. And we've got a point for Northern Cass, it looks like. It was called tipped at the net. And that'll be a point for Northern Cass. And the line judges are coming in focus here as we get close to the end of this match. If I look up at the board, I'm seeing 22-12, or now we're back to 21-13. Couple of confusing plays there on both sides. Good hustle there from the Jaguars. Good hit there from Nelson. The tip from Sand and Crockett. As Anna Hoysted back to serve. That one is out. 22-14. Ellie Lucas back to serve for Northern Cass as they're looking to continue their undefeated season here. Newstall with the lefty hit there. This is up for Crockett. And Hallie Crockett with the kill there as we have a timeout called by Sargent County. Two-point shy of a 4-set match victory are the Jaguars. Ellie Lucas serving, looking to close this one out. Erickson. And that's an ace there for Lucas as we are at match point. Lucas's serve up, Bixby. Newstall. Nelson. Good play there by Evenson as Newstall sets that up for Nelson. Tip there at the net. Austin. Blocked there and blocked back into Austin. As the Bulldogs able to get a side out. Bella Furter coming in as we are at match point for Northern Cass. Further serve. Crockett. Sand, and that is the match. Northern Cass, your number one in the state ranked team, continues their undefeated season here against Sargent County during homecoming here in Milner. The Bulldogs able to push it into 4, but Northern Cass able to show why they are such a dominant force here in Region 1 and across the state, as they're able to come back and win 2 sets, sets 3 and 4, rather handily. 25-15 here in set number 4. Looking at both squads here tonight, the Bulldogs saw some solid play from senior Anna Hoist, and it was her serving there in set number 2 that was able to get them on a major comeback, able to control that set. Has some great play out of junior Hallie Nelson, trying to go toe-to-toe with some of those players at the net for Northern Cass, but just too much from the Jaguars, as it seemed that pretty much any attempt by Sargent County was met at the net by a host of Northern Cass players. Northern Cass played a lot here tonight. All right, we saw contributions from both Hallie and Hayden Crockett. Addie Rust coming in to serve. Tess Jalbert as well. Saw some great leadership out of their seniors, as Noelle Erickson, Jocelyn Austin, Elise Sand, and Katie Evenson also had a solid match. But it's those 2 6-footers who were playing at the net for Northern Cass that seemed to be the difference, as Ellie Lucas was able to play well both in the back row and at the net. And Josie Jensen seemed to control the game here throughout the night. Both teams are off for the remainder of this week. But if you enjoyed this Sargent County versus Northern Cass matchup, we have another one for you on Friday. This time, it'll be the homecoming football game for the Sargent County Bulldogs. They will be taking on the Northern Cass Jaguars in North Sargent. Hunter Busman will be on the call on your live event for you on Friday, so make sure to stay tuned for that. The Bulldogs volleyball will be traveling to Richland on Tuesday next week, as they will be road warriors for about another month until we see them back in home action. That won't be until the Squirrels come to town on October 20th. Northern Cass will be hosting the Hillsborough Central Valley Burros on Monday up in Northern Cass, looking to continue the strong season that they are having as they look to continue to hold on to that number 1 spot in the state rankings. Northern Cass, 3-1 victory here in Milner. Make sure to follow along on yourliveevent.com for all future matchups that you can see of different teams from across the area. I'm Nick Fritsch coming to you from Milner on your live event. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope you all have a great night and stay tuned as we will be back with more Sargent County girls volleyball in a month. Have a good night and thank you all for watching.